All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to another video. This one is going to be about how to create a personal budget. We're going to go through a step-by-step guide on how to do that. If you are returning, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know that you were here. If you are new, I hope you enjoy this information, and make sure you go over to YouTube to the Pennywise channel. You'll see that information scrolling across the bottom for all the platforms that I'm going to be on or that I'm on currently. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the videos, leave any comments and concerns, and I will definitely comment back out to you. So today we are creating a personal budget. Of course, it's a great way to manage your finances and save for your future goals. And then, so we're going to go through a step-by-step guide on how to get started for those who may need a little help. Okay, number one, identify your income. I don't care where you are on this income scale. Identify that, whether it's low to high. Create you a budget is to determine your total income. Okay, that's money that you receive from all places. I don't care even if you have a side hustle. You want to include that your salary, any side jobs, or any other sources of income that you may have. You want to include all of that up, and so you can see and track how much money is actually coming into your house. That's the first thing you want to do. Okay. Number two, the second thing is list your expenses. So all your bills, I mean, all of them. That includes your fixed expenses like your rent or your mortgage. Put your utilities in there. If you have a car note with or insurance, put that in there. And then also put in those expenses that kind of change throughout the month, like your groceries. Depending on what you buy, you could save money or you could spend a little bit more. So put that in there. Any entertainment. So if you have like Hulu, Netflix, or any subscription based type stuff, which a lot of stuff is subscription based nowadays. And if you're not careful, those subscriptions can really run high, to be honest, because you can have so many, because there's HBO stars and there's games and there's just so much stuff you can do when it comes to subscriptions. So you definitely want to check that out. And then also your personal care items, so like soaps and deodorants, lotions, perfumes, if that's your thing. The the small things basically you can buy around the house. Miscellaneous is the word I was looking for. That you buy around the house, like dish soaps and detergents and cleaning agents, things of that nature. Um, yeah, you want to track all of that. All of those are considered expenses. So you want to know how much money is coming into the house. You want to know also what money is going out. Okay. And now you need to categorize your expenses. That's number three. So throw your expenses into a category. Now, once you have a list of all your expenses, put them into categories of needs, wants, and savings. So the needs, those are going to be things that you have to pay for. You just can't live without it. Like rent, like food. You have to eat. You need a roof over your head. Pay that. Okay. Your wants could be things that you could live without, like some of your subscriptions. Some of those subscriptions that we're talking about. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to eat steak and shrimp every day. Maybe you want to have a meatless meal. Maybe you want to change it up and just do something a little bit cheaper. It doesn't necessarily have to be, crabs every day. Let me see what else. Savings, there we go. Savings should include anything, any money that you put away for your future goals. So again, your savings is not for vacations. I'm not going to say it's not for vacations, but make sure you have that emergency fund there first before you start planning that vacation. I'll just put it that way. You can save up for a vacation. Yes, you can. Now, you can also save up for retirement. You can also save up, which I encourage everyone to do. You can also save up for something you want to invest in the future. Anything, anything. You can save money for that. So include that into your budget, because remember, you're going to pay yourself first, and that's that savings category. All right, number four, you want to set your goals. What do you want? Like, literally ask yourself, what do you want? You have to determine. You got to make a decision. What do you want? What type of financial goals are you trying to get to? Are you trying to increase the amount of income coming in the house? Are you trying to bring down some of the bills? I mean, what is it that you want? Do you want to save up enough to buy a house, or to maybe purchase a car, or, something else that's big? This could be saving even for that vacation, or paying off some debt, or, like I said, building that emergency fund. All those things are important to you, and the money is the tool that is going to allow you to do those things. So you want to definitely set some goals, okay? Number 5, create your budget, okay? That it keeps coming back to that. Now that you have all your information, you can create your budget. So you want to allocate your income to your needs, wants, and your savings. Remember, you're putting it in those 3 categories. Now, the common rule of thumb is the 50-30-20, where 50% of your income actually goes toward your needs. You don't have to use the full 50% of the income, but because I do understand that there's some people out there that make a lot of money. You don't have to use all 50% for bills. You don't. I would actually encourage you, if you can go less and still live comfortably, then do so. 30% can go to your wants, the things that you just want. They're not necessarily, um, they're not bills for one, but that vacation or that debt that you're trying to pay off, or even building that emergency fund. You can put 30% of your money towards that, and then 20% to your savings. And that, I would say, would be more for long term savings. Like I said, you want to get into that habit of saving money. Okay. Number 6, track your spending. That's the most important part right there. Because honestly, that's basically all we're doing anyway. Even when you're creating that budget, you're tracking your spending. um you're monitoring what is going outside of the house. There's nothing wrong with going out every now and then. There's nothing wrong with taking yourself out to eat, or taking one of your loved ones out to eat, or even your family, if that's something that you can stick into that want section. So you just want to track that spending. There are a lot of um technology programs or platforms that will allow you to track your spending. So I would definitely take advantage of that. Track your spending to make sure you're sticking to your budget. Because I promise you also, if you go over budget, you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see that you went over budget as long as you're tracking everything. And so, yeah, write that down. All right. There's apps and tools available that can help with that, and utilize those. If you want to go old school pen and paper, that's fine too, as long as you are able to see where your money is going. And then, of course, number 7, you can adjust as needed. Okay, your budget isn't set in stone. Okay, so rates rise. We all know about inflation. It occurs. So if you track your spending, then, like I said, you'll see it. So adjust where is necessary. If you see that you're spending too much in one area and maybe not enough in another area, you can adjust that accordingly with your budget. So remember, guys, the goal of the budget is to help you control your spending so you can reach your financial goals. That's it. It takes a lot of stress off your mind. It takes a lot of stress off of your family and friends. And it's a way for you to live a higher quality of life, to be honest. Now, it may take some time to get used to, but once you do, you'll find that it's a more powerful tool for managing your money. It's something that you can do literally. Some people do this weekly. Some people do it daily, to be honest. But at least once a month, you should be able to track what's going on. I would recommend doing it weekly because, like I say, if you're over budget in one place or under budget in another place, you can see that type of stuff before the next month gets there. All right, that's all for this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit a like button. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave that in the comment sections. Also, check out the description box. There is some information there as well, as well as a link to a place where I get most of my information from. And it's something that I personally use. It's helped me out a lot, and I've actually been using it since 2019. And so it has helped me come a long way as far as not just getting the information, but also being able to apply that information. And then, of course, I go out and I research the things that I'm more interested in on Google. But that link actually provides a place where you can actually get it all in one spot. Okay, so thank you again for tuning in. Make sure you check out the Pennywise channel on YouTube, and I will see you guys in another video.